Okay, now that you have selected your two images that you want to submit for the scavenger hunt, we need to resize them for submitting them online. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go up to the image tab at the top and then scroll down to image size. Now this information is really kind of important, so I want to explain the different aspects of it. First, the image size. This size has everything to do with how big your image is while open in Photoshop. Photoshop is a really large software program, so it appears even bigger than what your camera can record. The next down here is the pixel dimension. This says how many pixels that are going horizontally, the width and the height. Okay. What I wanted to concentrate on is the next four options. This is kind of a more tangible size and scale that we can understand. So right now this image is 20 inches, almost 21 inches by almost 35 inches, but the resolution is 72. Okay, so that's a big file with low resolution. What we want to do is get this within the size of a screen. So, and right now you'll see that the height and width is locked together. If your resample box is checked, let's go ahead and uncheck that. Now you see your resolution, your height, and your width, they're all linked together, which means if you change one, you change the other. Now, some of you, your resolution might be 300, it might be 200, it could be anything. Really, it kind of depends on your camera, but if you have 300 selected in here, go ahead and click the resolution and punch in 72. Now we know for the internet our desired resolution is 72 pixels per inch. Okay, so that's our goal. If you guys already have the 72, go ahead and leave it. But see how that changes your height and width. When you lower the resolution, your height and width is going to go really high. Okay, the next thing we want to do is, that's just too big to open on a computer screen, so we want to size it. I want your largest dimension to be 10 inches. So once you have your resolution set to 72, you can go ahead and click the resample again, and then you can change your height and width. Now because my photograph is a vertical one, my largest dimension is the height. So if yours is a horizontal image, your largest dimension will be the width. Okay, so I want to change that to 10 because that's what I want your highest dimension to be. Because the height and width are locked together, the width in my case will automatically snap to what's proportional to the 10-inch height. Okay, you'll notice up here my image size has reduced. It was 10.9 megapixels, now it's 900 kilobytes. Okay, my pixel dimension has reduced quite a bit also, and I am making this image smaller. Okay, once you have the dimensions correct, largest dimension 10 inches, resolution 72, you click OK. Now the computer just gave you a visual sign of what you've just done, and you have resized your image. You've made it smaller. Okay, and that's totally okay. The zoom tool is over here. It looks like a magnifying glass. If you click on that and then click on your image, when the plus side comes, you can just enlarge it. And you can see, like, you don't really lose that much, but if you keep clicking, you'll start to see it pixelate. But for the internet, we're fine with seeing something like this. Okay, it looks just as good as your original photograph, and it'll upload quickly. Okay, so now that we've resized it, we need to rename it. So you go to File, and this time it's very important, you go to Save As. You click that. Okay, so what's going to ask you, how do you want to save it? Now this is very specific, and I have very sticky rules for this, okay? So it has to be the name of the assignment first. In this case, I'm just going to abbreviate Scavenger Hunt. Then your name. I'm just going to use my last name, Mace. And then the third part of renaming this can be something that will remind you of what it is. So I'm just going to put brick, maybe bricks. Okay. Where it's going to be saved, you can save it right back onto your memory card or your USB, whatever. Just remember where you're putting it. I'm putting it right back in my photos file. The next thing is we need to make sure the format is JPEG. So make sure that is selected. We do not want to save it as a copy. We're already doing that since we selected Save As. Okay, and then just click Save. The next thing that opens up is the JPEG compression box, and we've already used a really good software to resize it, so we just want to click OK through that. Okay, so now you'll see your tab. It should say, you know, whatever you renamed it. In my case, it says SH Mace Bricks. And now I can upload it to the internet. Now go ahead and do this to your second image, and then in the next video I'll show you how to upload it.